Welcome to another video! This video marks the first in a new series of videos where I talk about anime or manga related things relevant to the current season. I haven't decided a permanent name for this show, but for now let's call it Seasonal Highlights Imma Tell Everyone. Anyway, let's start things off with an intro. I swear I'm not 12. This guy's been watching too much My Hero Academia. Starting off with the big boys. Everything about these first 3 episodes that I've seen have just been amazing to look at. With Mappa handling the show, the animation is hype as always. They've really been putting out some heavy hitters this year, especially with the upcoming Attack on Titan final season. But going back to the show, the premise is pretty simple. It's basically everything in a supernatural type of show with our MC given the choice of, do you want to die or do you want to die? While being a badass exorcist, the soundtrack is pretty nice, but there's also which was already hype, but then we also got speaking of openings, banger, OP. But a very unusual first episode, I have to say. It doesn't tell you what the actual plot is, other than this is a rom-com, but it does hint at some mystery involving the girl's backstory, but so far it just feels very off. It is very funny with a lot of references, like a lot of references, that don't seem to be in your face. I mean, it kind of is, but at the same time, the self-aware humor is just enough that it doesn't feel like every other comedy anime that's just making fun of different tropes of other anime. In its core though, it is a very cute and charming rom-com, so there's that. Alright, so I'm just gonna put it out there. I'll be holding off on this show until I finish all of the visual novels. It was a pretty difficult decision, but I just ended up going for the visual novels, for many reasons. First of all, I've only seen the first episode of the new anime, but a lot of people are saying that the second episode is actually sort of a reboot sequel of the series, and I can either read the visual novels or watch the 2006 anime. Too lazy to finish the games, I tried watching the anime, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I stopped watching after 2 episodes. I don't really know the main issue. Maybe it was just too outdated for me. Maybe it was because it didn't capture the tone of the visual novels. It just didn't feel like a good adaptation of the first arc. So after all that trouble, I ended up with just having to continue with the visual novels. I'll be making another video once I finish the whole franchise, but one thing I can say about the new Higurashi anime is that it definitely nailed the tone of the novels. Alright, who killed Black? I was an admin doing card swipe. Yo, that's cap. I was an admin. Nah. Yeah, I think Pink's innocent. I can sense an edge fest in this one. This show is literally if My Hero Academia had a baby with Assassination Classroom, but Among Us was the real father. First of all, you know I love me my edgy shows. Second, I also love classroom settings. And third, this show can get pretty tense at times. After the first episode, this show becomes a mystery thriller, and after watching the 3rd episode, I honestly don't know how the show might progress. This might just become a sort of Death Note mind game situation. Also, I do appreciate the JoJo references.
こいつは凄腕のハッカーで大抵の情報は調べ上げることができるんだ。名前は01と覚えてくれ。
Guys, look, we found a prequel to 02. This is giving me some Durarara and Bungo Stray Dogs vibes, just minus the supernatural elements. This feels like the type of show you can have high regards while it's still airing, but when you look back, you realize it's not really that good of a show as you initially thought. Because a similar thing happened to me when I was watching Sing Yesterday for Me, which, funny enough, was made by the same studio as the show. But this does seem like a really fun show, and it's also episodic, so it really does seem fitting to just watch it weekly. Also, some people will say that this show is plain and boring, and I totally understand that, but if you want the chill gangster anime and you like that chill and grounded tone like I do, maybe this show's just for you. This one feels very Shaft, and it is my first Shaft anime that's not the Monogatari series. Well, sorry to disappoint, but this seems like a miss for me. I have to give credit where credit is due. The animation is wonderful, even the background and environmental design. Character designs are also very nice, very moe, but that's really about it. It doesn't seem to bring anything interesting to the table. But I do appreciate the thigh shots. And with that, is it weird if I tell you guys that this is my first sports anime? I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I'm unironically liking this show in more ways than one. Alright, let's see what we have here. Pretty boys, check. Master-servant relationship, check. Vampire vibes, check. I think I can kind of see the target demographic of this show. Okay, so this is the third anime that will finally complete the so-called webtoon anime trifecta. But compared to the previous two animes, this one feels pretty underwhelming. Where Tower of God excelled at storytelling and God of High School in its animation, I don't see any eye-catching attributes in this one as of yet. Everything they've been doing so far has been okay for the most. One thing I can say though is that this show feels very anime. I can't really describe it, but the tone, the way characters interact, and the whole unfolding feels like your typical anime. Man, I can't believe I've gotten to a point where I can describe anime as being anime. Alright. Pretty boys, check. Master-servant relationship, check. Vampire vibes, check. Yep. I won't lie though, this one turned out to be better than what I expected. Granted, I wasn't really expecting anything. Okay, out of all the shows this season, this one is actually the one that genuinely surprised me. The first thing I noticed watching the first episode is the world design. I love the cyberpunk setting, and the production value really shows, not only with the backgrounds but with the animation as well. Weirdly enough, the CGI blending here is pretty good. I mean, it's noticeable at times, but it matches the sci-fi cyberpunk theme, and it's just really cool. This feels so Danganronpa. Like, the character design, the soundtrack, even the hyper-realistic tone feels so Danganronpa, and finding out that this is actually an anime original? Wow, just wow. Alright Piero, I'll give you this one, but I'm keeping an eye out to see how this will unfold. Wait, no. Oh dear. It's all coming back. No. Alright, don't get me wrong. I love these types of shows. I'm a big sucker for high school dramas with the sort of melancholic tone. This is just so wholesome and sweet, and I love both of the main characters. If you love Bloom Into You, you're gonna love this one as well. Heck, if you love high school slice of life dramas with that soft atmosphere, this one is right up your alley. I'm pretty sure by the end of the show I'm gonna be bawling my eyes out, so I'll be saving my tears for then. No, 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 no! 2 words. Maida June. We're getting another PA Works original anime from the guy who brought us amazing pieces like Clanad, Angel Beats, and Charlotte. You already know these tiers about to head out. I have high expectations for this show. That includes characters I care about, sad boy moments, and baseball. Yeah, I think I can cross that one out. Also, this is another show I'm planning to put on hold until it finishes airing just because I want to stay consistent with my emotions, but you know what's not consistent? My upload schedule. Some of you may have noticed I've been uploading less frequently or less consistently for the past few weeks, and no, it's not Genshin Impact. It's actually schoolworks. So until my modules start weighing off, my uploads are gonna continue to be less frequent than before. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, consider dropping a like, and if you have any thoughts about the anime I mentioned, you can comment them down below. And with everything out of the way, I'll see you guys in the next video.